Hello guys, Gameboy Hub here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to install Windows XP in a virtual machine. Now this tutorial is going to cover both VirtualBox and VMware Workstation. As you might know, VirtualBox is free software while VMware is paid. But yeah, they're just the two most popular softwares that people use for running virtual machines. So I thought, why not do a tutorial that covers both of them. So yeah, in this tutorial I'm going to show you where to find the actual ISO and how to download it. I'm also going to give you a product key that works with this particular ISO. And at the end I'm going to show you how to install the drivers and set up the machine fully in both programs. So yeah, let's get started with the video. So once you guys are ready to start with the tutorial, you just want to go to the first link in the description, which should bring you to ISO River, and on this page you'll be able to download the Windows XP ISO that you will need in order to install the OS. And this is also Windows XP Professional Service Pack 3, which is the most updated version of Windows XP. Service Pack 4 does exist as well, but that is an unofficial update and it sometimes doesn't work, so I'll just use this one. And if you want to, you can also go with the 64-bit version of the OS, but I do not recommend that since not many applications are actually compatible with 64-bit Windows XP. So yeah, I'll just download the first one, so just press the download button, and once you're on this page, just click start downloading. And your download should start like so, and that is the only thing that you're gonna need from the internet today, so I'll just wait for this to download and then I'll be right back. And now we have the ISO on our computer, so we can start with the tutorial. So first I will go over VirtualBox, and then I will go over VMware, and then I will set up both virtual machines side by side like this, so you guys can see the installation process on both programs. So inside of VirtualBox, just click the new button. For the name, you wanna type in Windows XP. Like so. The type is Microsoft Windows and it will automatically choose Windows XP 32-bit, so just click next. For Windows XP I recommend going with 512 megabytes of RAM, that will be completely fine, but you can also go with a gig of RAM. I believe Windows XP supports up to 4 gigabytes of RAM and I think it can even run on 8, so yeah, you can go with whatever you want here. Just don't go under 512 megabytes. And just click next. I will create the virtual hard disk now, so just click create. And I'll choose the VHD format and click next. I will personally choose the fixed size option, but you can also choose dynamically allocated. So I'll just click next, and 10 gigabytes should be plenty for Windows XP, but if you want to run a lot of software you can crank this up. Just click the create button, and since the hard disk is only 10 gigabytes it should only take about 20 seconds to create. And after the hard disk has created, you should see a new virtual machine that pops up. So now you want to go over to settings, and then go over to storage, and you want to select the CD drive right over here, and you want to click on this CD icon over here and click choose a disk file. So just navigate to your ISO that you just downloaded. Mine is in my downloads, so I'll just click open, and it should look something like this, so you can just click OK. And now you are pretty much ready to start the virtual machine on VirtualBox, so let's just go over to VMware Workstation. So in VMware, you need to click create a new virtual machine, leave this on typical and click next. You want to select the ISO, so just click on the browse button and select it once again, and it should detect the OS and the version automatically, so just click next. And it will also ask you for a product key, and I'll just put one in right now and you guys can also use this one. And this product key right over here should be working, but we'll see when the installation starts. For the name you can put in whatever you want. I'll just put in Gameboy Hub, and I will not put in any password. And this window is actually for the easy install configuration, and easy install basically means that VMware will do all of the setup processes itself, so you guys won't need to click on anything during the setup, it will set up the OS by itself. But we'll just click next for now. You can leave the name at Windows XP Professional, and you can change the location if you want to, but I'll just leave it and click next. And for the drive capacity, it automatically puts in 40 gigabytes. You guys can knock this down. I'll just knock it down to 20, like so. And I will store the disk as a single file and click next. Now you can also click on customize hardware over here, and the memory is actually automatically selected at 512 megabytes, which is completely fine. So we don't actually need to change anything in here, so we can just close it and click finish. And now we have the virtual machine made on both programs, so I'll just start it up on both right now. So in VirtualBox, just click the start button, and in VMware, just click power on this virtual machine. And you can see that both screens look exactly the same for now. And as you can see, VMware is already going ahead with the installation, and in VirtualBox you'll actually need to click on the options you want. So I'll just select the VirtualBox window and just click enter. Then you need to click on F8. And yeah, you also need to partition the hard drive. So just select the NTFS file system quick option and click enter. And now it will format the hard drive and then it will start copying files. And yeah, now both of the machines are on the same screen. So now we just need to wait for a while it copies files. And yeah, you can see that in VMware we didn't need to click on anything, the setup just automatically goes through. Yeah, now we can press enter to restart our computer on VirtualBox. And after the restart, if you get that prompt, press any key to boot from CD, just don't press anything because we actually need to boot from the hard disk this time. So yeah, now we can just continue with the setup. So when you get to these options, just click next on here. For the name, just put in whatever you want. I'll just call it Gameboy Hub once again and click next. And now we actually need to manually type in the product key. And that other product key seems to be working, so I'll just type in the same one. And after we type that, then you can leave everything as it is over here and just click next. And the time is actually correct, but the time zone isn't. So I'll just change the time zone to my time zone and click next. And now this installation process will finally start, and this one is almost finished. It will also ask you for the networking settings, so just click typical and click next. You can also click next on this. And on VMware you also might get this error, but if you get it, just click OK, and then the setup will finalize. And the setup is actually finished on VMware, so now I'll just exit out of this virtual machine, complete this installation, and then I'll be right back. Just click OK on this prompt, and then click OK once again. And there you go, this virtual machine is fully set up as well. So now I'll just show you how to install all the drivers in VirtualBox, and then I will go back to VMware to show you how to install them on there. So to install drivers, you want to go into Devices and click Insert Guest Editions CD Image. And after you click that, you just want to go over to Start and then My Computer. And under the CD drive, you should see VirtualBox Guest Editions. So just double click on that. And then this installer should pop up. So you just want to go Next, Next, and then Install. And you just want to wait for all this to install. It should take a couple of minutes. And after the installation finishes, it will ask you to reboot, so I'll just reboot the PC now. And right over here you can see that we have successfully installed Oracle VM VirtualBox Editions. So now you can change your screen resolution to whatever you want. And now we are pretty much done with the VirtualBox setup, so we can close out of that. And let's go over to VMware, so I will show you how to install the drivers in there. So let's just start up the machine once again. And in order to install drivers in VMware, you want to go over to the VM tab and click Install VMware Tools. And then the VMware Tools installer should start up. And once you get to this screen, just click Next. You want to do a typical installation and just click the Install button. And you can see that the screen resolution has changed after installing tools, so just click the Finish button. and then we'll need to restart the computer. And after it reboots, you should have a fully working Windows XP installation. And you can also see that the mouse cursor moves around much smoother right now because we have the correct drivers. And yeah, now we can also full screen the machine. So yeah, now that looks pretty good, and Windows XP is actually running normally in the 1080p resolution. So yeah, that'll be it for this tutorial, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Also, please check out my Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video.